Welcome to the Dreamlands. Carrying on with the Artifact Cup 19, we are jumping into the finals, and this is going to be between two players that need absolutely no introduction, two titans of the scene. It is going to be Agame ANX versus Descara. Map's the Boneyard. Very, very classic map. So I'm pretty damn excited, actually.
CUs identified. Proceed to site.
Alright, let's get our bearings here.
All ships. Multiple artifacts.
This is going to be north.
Target range.
And we are watching from Agame's perspective. So, spawning on the north side of the Boneyard is going to be none other than Agame ANX. It's rolling random for this tournament, and it looks like he has rolled Coalition. So, that should be pretty interesting. Playing in his typical black and gray color scheme. Now, his opponent spawning on the south side of the Boneyard is going to be Descara, playing as his main Coalition in his typical blue and white color scheme. And of course the map's the Boneyard. Probably one of the most well-balanced maps in the entire pool, and a fan favorite. So this should be pretty damn cool. Let's see what we've got. Both players going for support cruiser first. So pretty safe build. Yeah, not much else to say about that. You guys should be at this point familiar with all the builds and familiar with both of the players. So I anticipate from Descara following this up with some AAVs. I can't see his deck, sadly. And Agame is going to be the curveball, I think. He has not recycled his base runner. However, he has also not sent it out onto the field to start grabbing some artifacts. So perhaps he's leaving this behind for throw down some turrets to help against Descara's AAV aggression, which is surely coming. That's kind of his go-to build. And these players have played against each other so damn many times that I'm sure they kind of have an idea of what to expect. At least in the case for Descara. Now, Agame rolling Coalition, I believe as a matter of sportsmanship, he calls out to his opponent what faction he's got. Now, he does have an LAV out on the field, doing a little bit of scouting in the early game. So with this LAV as well as the UAV deployed from the base runner, he should have a pretty good idea of what's going on the battlefield. Nothing's going to catch him by surprise. I'm sure he knows what's coming anyway, so watch Descara not go AAV. Oh my goodness. He is not going AAV. I don't think I've ever seen this before. He actually has two LAVs on the field and a third in production. Does he have a second support cruiser? Nope, just one support cruiser, so both players support cruiser into LAV. Two on the field for Agame, and three on the field now for Descara. Four, so a fourth just hit the field. Maybe he's just throwing Agame a curveball. A curve game? Huh. Miscasting.
Roger. Displacing now.
Nice snipe on the scouting drone from these two LAVs. From Agame, gonna have a little bit of early game skirmishing going on. Both players just kind of scouting the other opponent, feeling him out. No upgrades yet, and we do have railguns already, so Agame went directly into railgun tech. That's pretty cool, and I'm almost certain he was expecting an AAV rush out of Descara, which is his standard build. Descara kind of pioneered that build, and knowing that, Descara probably went for a little bit of a curveball here, and I like this quite a bit. I like this play. These two players do head games with each other, though. Ah, yes, it was an anti-air turret. So definitely expecting the standard Descara opener. A couple of railguns to fend off those AAVs, and a turret for the mass strike fighter that will surely follow. Oh, look at this, and there are strike fighters already. Gonna put a couple of shots into the resourcing area and then retreat. Man, look at these two guys go. Agame knew exactly what to expect. AAV of his own out. Nice micro on the strike fighters from Descara, just going to avoid that turret. Put a little bit of damage into these salvagers. And A-Game's going to split his AAVs to protect both of his resourcing locations.
Construction resources exhausted.
Pretty much perfect micro on both sides. 2 salvagers go down to the strike fighter fire. So a nice attack. This is a very unusual build from Descara. I've never seen this before. Just a couple of LAVs to put pressure on, and then following up with probably the fastest strike fighters I've ever seen in a game. That was pretty damn nice. So he's got 4 in the air right now.
Missile battery operational.
A-Game has got 2 missile batteries in production, and a third has just hit the field. So, gonna shut this down pretty good, I would say. Strike fighters 4, yeah. So still up 4. Descara doesn't seem to be producing any more, but with these 2 missile batteries on the field, 4 strike fighters is not going to cut it. However, on the back of that, Descara was able to get no second support cruiser on the field, just a couple of salvagers long hauling from his third. Now double base runners on the field though.
On our way. Green line confirmed.
Pretty damn interesting.
Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
So probably just going to try and use these strike fighters and these LAVs to keep A-Game contained, grab a couple of artifacts. That's a pretty nice play. What is A-Game going to do about it?
Rally point set. Move to location.
Probably play it defensively, not lose his cool.
Hostile forces are attempting to extract
Nice and
an
easy.
artifact.
Alright, so 1 artifact. He's en route for Descara. He's en route to a second.
Salvager
Does have an
online.
AAV and a couple
Proceed
of
to rally
railguns on the
point.
field.
Secure location marked.
Producing more railguns now, so Descara playing pretty unusual.
Location
At least unusual for what I've seen him do.
Salvager online.
We're up and running.
His problem is that A-Game has like a perfect defensive setup.
Cruiser now
Look at this.
operational.
Underway.
2 railguns way in the back, an AAV on either side. Second support cruiser now on the field, moving his carrier out to the 3rd resourcing location. Perfect spread on the missile batteries and a couple of scouting LAVs to screen.
Destination
Doesn't get any better than that, guys.
Missile battery operational.
displacing now.
A little bit of an escort for this base runner.
Salvager online.
A couple of railguns. What do we got for upgrades? We do have armor upgrades for the railguns, and that's it.
Green line
A-Game.
underway. Receiving. All systems green.
A-Game's got the damage and the first armor upgrade, so 1 damage upgrade and an armor upgrade, compared to Descara's 2 armor upgrades. 1 artifact goes in for Descara, the second is en route,
Hostile forces have recovered an artifact.
and he's got a pretty nice setup here. Let's check this out,
On our way.
because this is a sweet setup right here. Dominant position on the railguns, screening with the LAVs. Nice smoke from A-Game
Rally
coming
point
out.
set. Move to location.
Move order confirmed.
Descara's actually going to push in here though. Probably just to give his base runner a little bit of breathing room,
Deploying field
drop off that
logistics
artifact.
module.
Man, I missed this game. I gotta play this game again. I haven't played in a couple of weeks actually,
Responding.
outside of just casting it. Still my favorite RTS.
Light attack vehicle online.
Confirmed. Strike craft.
Nice.
taking effective
Bunch more
fire.
LAVs coming out. They do have the high ground advantage, at least they did momentarily there. They're gonna push Descara back. A little bit of a delayed reaction on the mortar.
Move confirmed.
Nothing decisive yet for both players.
Move order confirmed.
Second artifact is about to go in
Set. Green line
from
confirmed.
Descara, and he's got a second
attack
support cruiser
vehicle
on the
in
field, so
service.
both players now moving up into a full 3 base economy with a pretty comparable unit composition,
Light
except
attack
the
vehicle
LAV
online. Hostile forces have recovered an
advantage
artifact.
definitely goes to A-Game. Look, he is just pumping out LAVs now that he's spotted Descara's
Light
gone
attack
position.
vehicle in service.
I would be surprised to see him get some upgrades out. Yep, we do have 1 armor upgrade for the LAVs.
Hold here.
A couple of nice strike fighter barrages going to take down a couple.
Get us underway.
But look at this macro. Now that both players are on 3 bases, they're both going to transition into just a full macro mode, and this is where the game is really going to get good.
Deploying field logistics light attack vehicle online. Light attack vehicle enhancements online.
Secure vehicle for move. Can the MTL show hazard materials tracking? We're looking good, as usual. Location marked.
Still these strike fighters in the air, just 4 of them.
Can you confirm visual?
Descara sticking with the
Armor incoming.
kind of combined arms approach. He's got LAVs, AAVs, and railguns, strike fighters in the air.
On our way.
A-Game as well, with perfect coverage from the air. So if Descara tries to push into A-Game's territory, it's going to get shut down completely. Descara is just going to use these strike fighters to support his frontline combat troops, but oh man, wrong place to go. A couple of missile batteries, 2 of the strike fighters are going to go down. A little bit of anti-air fire from base runner. And I'm just creeping forward with these missile batteries. Both of these are going to have to go and land in the carrier.
Construction resources exhausted.
Nice big combat here. One missile battery goes down. The game just looking for that right angle of approach. Perfect spread with these AAVs. We have the boost upgrade. Yes, we do. So the speed boost upgrade is going to let all of A-Game's LAVs get right on top of Descara's forces, clean up a bunch of his LAVs. Pretty much all of his LAVs gone. And a gunship. Oh my god. Most perfect gunship in history. Look at that damage, man. That entire blob of LAVs is screwed. They're toast. Beautiful play. Beautiful play by Descara. Gonna clean up all of these LAVs.
We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate.
Keeping his railguns back, boxing in A-Game. Descara is actually about to take a big lead here.
Move order confirmed. Green line alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed.
Look at the map now.
We're
Pumping out AAVs and LAVs. What does he like for upgrades? He does have full armor upgrades now, and the damage upgrade for his railguns. Pretty damn impressive plays here. That gunship was absolutely just sick. I love gunships. A-Game's gonna bring his carrier out and bully these railguns off. He saves that AAV with smoke too.
Railgun operational.
And transitioning into pumping out mass railguns, which is exactly what he needs to drive this off. Descara, though, going for a 3rd artifact, and A-Game is still on his 1st, and even that's going to be shut down with these flanking AAVs.
Railgun online.
Very, very nice. Uh-oh. Look at this, though. All of these railguns right on that high ground. This force is toast. We got for power, still only 1 level of power, and it's in repair beams, which is a pretty good call. We do have max armor upgrades and damage upgrades, so keeping on an even keel with Descara, but look at this split. Wing of LAVs go through the center to start doing some economic harassment, and AAVs around the back and shut down A-Game's main. Oh man, and A-Game is just getting picked apart. This was perfect timing for Descara because he lost pretty much his entire main army, so he needs to do something to slow A-Game down. Has grabbed a 3rd artifact, and he's shut down mining on A-Game's main. Finally going to clean up these LAVs, force these AAVs into retreat. Very, very nice plays.
We're up and running.
What's Descara going to do? He's got a ton of power. Holy moly, 10 units of power. Still hasn't even shunted them into any of his systems. Sitting in the hangar is a gunship and 3 strike fighters. On the ground, he's got mass railguns and a nice flanking force of 4 AAVs. About to grab a 4th artifact as well. So if he's able to deliver this, the ball is going to be in A-Game's court to make something happen. It's going to put him in a pretty desperate situation. I wouldn't be surprised to see some cruisers hit the field, maybe an artillery cruiser or 2. Have that researched. A-Game is just researching artillery cruisers. Pretty good move. Descara predictably moving his carrier up and his mass railguns to guard the approach for his base runner.
Armored vehicle is taking fire.
This is a pretty scary situation to be in, man.
We're up and we're taking out an enemy turret.
Armored assault online.
So what's A-Game gonna do?
Railgun operational.
It's
Artillery cruiser
railguns.
capabilities
Good
are online.
grief. 12 railguns fully upgraded. What has A-Game got?
Capacity deployable out.
11, so pretty much even. Nice spread of AAVs to prevent any further economic damage. So A-Game kind of recovered from that pretty damn quickly. Looks like another big engagement right by Descara's extraction zone.
Artifact recovered. Authentication.
What has Descara got? I would be surprised if he didn't have some artillery cruisers of his own.
Coordinates confirmed.
Do we have one in production for A-Game? No, we don't. We have a railgun.
Enemy railgun firing on friendly.
Railguns trading blows here. This is going to be a big battle. Let's watch this in cinematic glory.
Strike fighter in circulation. Alert, railgun lost.
Oh man, bringing up his carrier, and now he has shunted weapons into power, 3 into range, 3 into weapons.
Armored vehicle has been destroyed.
Oh
Armored
man, this is
vehicle
going to be a
taking
fight.
effective fire. Copy, taking guard position. Target set, load fire, all out.
Strike fighters as well. And Descara just brute forcing it, forcing Agame back. Agame lost the vast majority of his units here.
Down. Green line confirmed.
Just the brute force power of strike fighter missiles and massed railgun fire, enforcing on the front lines with his carrier, and with power shunted into weapons, his 4th artifact has been delivered, and Agame is suddenly on the back foot in a big, big way. Look at this, perfect. Like, almost as if it was perfectly timed to have this artifact spawned on the map, so that the distance that the Space Runner has to travel is very small. Do we have 2 artillery cruisers on the field? We do. Oh man, if he can get these 2 off, that's what the game is going to rest on. But some nice splits here. I like how Descara doesn't have all of his railguns grouped up. Going to eat a little bit of a artillery barrage, but not enough. I don't think Agame can do this, to tell you the truth. It surprised me before, but I think this game is going to go to Descara with a pretty convincing win here. Game 1. Provided he doesn't overextend his carrier. Alright, so he has grabbed the 5th artifact, and it is en route, mere moments away from taking Game 1 of the finals in Artifact Cup 19. So we are going to watch this final battle. I'm trying to get more cinematic footage and replays, because that is the best thing in the world. Look at this fight. There's no other RTS that looks this damn good in cinematic mode. Simple fact. I'll laugh so hard if Descara's carrier goes down here. Oh yeah, putting out a couple artillery cruisers of his own, but he has got the 5th artifact, so Game 1 is going to go to Descara from this finals. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly did. Very, very nice play by both players, but congratulations to Descara for taking Game 1. I will see you guys coming up next for Game 2.